Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to fix where I had a little accident with the car even before I took it to the track. As you know, I had the car painted last year, beginning of last year, and I had a little accident coming out of the trailer before I ever even took it to the track. And right here is where, actually, when I hit the front, the hood was actually under this. So my dad talked to me over the phone on FaceTime and told me how to get it back out. So then last night we were talking, and he told me how to fix this area. So I actually started doing what he told me, and then I said, wait a minute, this would be a good video. So he said, V this out like that much, cut some of these strips of fiberglass. Well, V this out, then cut this down from here about the thickness of the fiberglass mat. Cut this down from about here, and this is just for strength, from here to about here, and cut my strips. And then for this, put some resin on it, put the strip down, and then cut everything before I even do it, and then put another strip from here to over here. And you might be able to see it on camera, I'm not sure. There's a little stress crack here. It doesn't go all the way through like this one. So I'm gonna do it like he said. If it messes up, oh well. The tech center said they would fix it for me before. I don't know if they'll be willing to mess with it after I'm messing with it. But I started notching it, and then he said, then I thought about making a video. So I'm gonna make the video. Also, I'm gonna fix right here. That shouldn't be too hard, but I gotta take the grill out, and I gotta take the trim and the headlight out. And also in the back, I was taking the block for the big Hoover Malibu to my machine shop, to my machinist, and I didn't have anybody to help me, so I had it on the engine stand, and I said, well, I'll just put it in the back, roll it into the trailer. Well, I had a little accident when I went to roll it in the trailer, and I made these two little marks. So I'm going to attempt to fix that too. But we'll see how it goes. If you see something I'm doing wrong, just leave it in the comment. So if I have to do it again at another time, or it'll help somebody else, that'll be greatly appreciated. So let's get into it. Also, this is the matting that I'm using, and this is the resin for it. And I actually got this stuff from Lowe's. One of my co-workers told me that Lowe's sold it, which I didn't know. So this is what I'm using. They actually have a whole auto body little section of Bondo, different Bondo products and stuff, which I never noticed that. So yeah, so let's start taking it apart and doing some repairing. So the grill only had supposed to be 6 bolts, but my grill is broke. One of the bolts holes is broke. Well, actually 2 of them are broke. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 holding it. So I got the grill out. That was easy. Now we'll take the headlight out. Well, headlight and park light, I guess. And the side light. Because all that looks like it has to come off. In order to not have to tape so much stuff up. Get it around this trim, which trim is actually broken right there. There we go. Light out. This out of the way. Right, then we'll take the headlight out. The park light. How does the park light come out? Let's see. Okay, the park light has bolts on the top here. Headlight has little screw. The park light has little screws here. One there and one there. So I'll take those out. But before I do that, I think I'll pull the headlight. I'll just let that hang there for a little while. Okay, so let me take the park light out. See if I can find the right socket. Only thing about these Malibus, some screws are metric, some are standard. So finding the right sockets is some wrenches sometimes takes some doing. Hopefully I don't get anything on them. Alright, so rather than cutting wires for the halo light, I'll just do it like that. So now I'm going to take my little die grinder and notch this out. First, let me put my respirator on because I am dealing with fiberglass. I should have a long sleeve shirt on, but I don't. And these are safety glasses, prescription safety glasses that I'm wearing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright, let's get the grinding. Let me change tips so I can do it on an angle. Okay, I changed tips so I can get in here and still keep it fairly level. On this part, take your time so you don't gouge it. You want to take your time, go slow. Make sure you cut it evenly. I sped up the video so it looks like I'm actually grinding faster than what I am. But I really took my time, made sure I ground it nice and evenly. Okay, I'm gonna leave my phone, so I'm only gonna have one angle because I'm gonna phone a friend. I'm gonna phone my father. Hopefully he'll answer the phone. Well, he must be busy. He didn't answer. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing and hoping we're doing it right. All right, let's see what we got. What I'm gonna do is cut a little piece of this cloth first, so that way I can see how thick it is. Oh, okay. He said it was thin. I didn't know it was that thin. He said like a sheet of paper, and yeah. One thing about my dad, he's done body work so as long as I can remember. And I know he started before I was born. So he's done body work. I mean, he's done so many things. He likes to mess with me and say he done forgot more than I know. And I believe he's right. Not too much I can ask him that he doesn't know or can't figure out. All right, so take a little piece of this. I know it's not deep enough, but this way I can get an idea. As to how wide it has to be. I don't know what I did with the shears, so I don't know if this dull razor blade I got will work. I don't think this is the best way to do it. All right, I gotta find something to cut this with. I'll be back. All right, so I got the fiberglass cut for this. I had to use some specialized equipment to cut this. Luckily, I had it on hand. I don't know if y'all ever seen anything like this. They look like ordinary scissors because they are. So sometimes I just overthink things. I thought it was more to it. Again, like I said, I've never worked with fiberglass before, so I didn't know. And now I do. One thing about me, I'm not afraid to try things, but I will always tell you if I don't know. So I got that cut, and it's gonna go right in here. Well, this way. It's gonna go right in here. And I gotta take this down some more, but that's how it's gotta go. And I also gotta take all of this down. So this part here is actually going to be lower, and then I'm gonna put this piece across here. Then I'm gonna put another piece across here. Then I'm gonna put another piece across here. And then I'll just use Bondo, or tiger hair to go across the top after I fiberglass. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I got this cut down. Now I'm gonna do this across. Hey, did you just sneak in our trailer and not hit that like button? You already in here. Hit the like button. Also subscribe. And while you're at it, leave us a comment. We would like to get so many that we can't even read them, but be respectful. But like I said, you're in here. Hit the like button. You like our content? Hit the subscribe button. I'm watching you. Watching us. Oh, and I'm using 36 grit sandpaper. All right, so I got it cut down. So, like I said, I got a little trench here. So this will go in here. I'll resin this in. And then after I resin that in, this will go on top of there. And I'll resin that in. And then we'll make it look nice. So, as you can see, well, you might not be able to see on the camera, but I got a little trench right here where the crack was actually at. And then actually, I didn't know until I started doing it, but it was just a surface crack over here. But I'm gonna be strengthening the whole thing up. So that'll help with vibration so it don't crack again. And that's what my dad was saying. He said, you can either do it right the first time or you'll be doing it again later. So we'll do it right the first time. Now you see where I get it from. All right, so I got all the body work done. And I got everything taped off. I'm about to shoot some primer on it. And the primer I'm going to use is high build primer. So that way I can sand out any imperfections or anything. So I used fiberglass, as I think I showed. I hope I showed it. I used fiberglass to fix the crack here. And probably if I don't replace this hood, I may end up fixing these spots also. But for now, I got it all taped up so I can spray some primer on it. I won't shoot any paint today because I got to get that blend stuff. I can't think of the name of it. So I can blend it to the new paint to the old paint. And here's the back bumper. I got it taped. Hopefully my aim will be good enough where that'll be enough tape, because I'm just priming the spots that where I had to do the repairs and scuffed up. So I would have showed taping it, but I was on the phone FaceTiming my dad, who was telling me how to tape it up, so without messing up too bad. So I'm gonna spray it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go grab my other camera so y'all can see how I mess up, and I can be on the phone with my dad. All right, so be right back. So since I'm using a spray can, I have to constantly shake it in between. I'm just putting a light coat on for the first coat, this coat, and then I'll put another light coat on for the second coat, and then after that I will go ahead and prime it with some heavier coats. Now I'll go around to the back of the car and where I got the scratches in the back, and I'll put a little primer on the back like I did on the front. Just like in the front, I'll put on a light coat followed by another light coat, and then I'll put on several heavier coats. And if you notice where I put the tape, I didn't tape it all the way down. I got it kind of rolled up. That way it doesn't leave a solid line. And I tried not to paint all the way or prime all the way up to the tape, but sometimes the primer got away from me. YouTube didn't hear anything. I forgot to turn the microphone on. Sorry about that, YouTube. You missed the whole conversation. But all I did was started priming the front and the back. It took me a little time in between the front and the back because I guess I didn't shake the can up well enough. So you didn't hear any other good advice. But my dad said to just put a light coat. The first coat is, you said the first coat is the most important, right?
The first two.
First two coats is the most important.
To get the drying time in between.
And I was having trouble with it blotching up at first. Again, I'm using this paint, well, this primer, high build primer. It was blotching. I guess I just didn't shake it up well enough. So it's good that you didn't hear what I said about this primer when it was my fault, because it wasn't the paint's fault. It wasn't the primer's fault. Alright, should I go around the front and put another coat on, or?
Yeah, just go around it. Just feel a little bit, make sure it's nice and tacky.
Okay. Alright, so YouTube, this is already the second light coat on it. Probably couldn't hear me because I forgot to turn the microphone on. Feel dry. Feel past tacky.
It's what?
I said it feels past tacky. It's dry already.
That's good.
It's high build, high dry primer.
Okay.
Alright, so spray it again.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't do underneath at all. Oh, I don't think I did inside, did I? Oh, I did the first time. I didn't the second time. Can you see what I'm doing?
Not too much on the fender.
See, it made that. It shot that down there.
Okay, it'll be alright.
It'll be alright. Oh, because I'm gonna spray paint over it anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it? For now?
Let's see.
What part?
The bumper.
Yeah, I definitely sprayed too much on that fender. You said it too slow.
Alright, that's alright.
Alright, go back to the back.
Uh-huh.
That's still a little wet right there. Or it looks wet anyway.
You can run your hand across it real lightly and feel it.
Oh no, it's dry. Okay. So spray some more?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta move YouTube out the way. Okay. Looks like my neighbors are bringing a vehicle in. Look like they got another Jeep.
Neighbor?
Yeah. Next door.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That look good?
Yeah.
So how many coats I need to put on it? Just keep going till you tell me stop?
Yeah. You can go a couple more.
Okay.
Because what build up there?
Yeah, I want enough to sand it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep spraying this, and I'll come back after I finish putting all the coats of primer on. All right, so I got all the primer on here. On this the back. And this is the front. So I got the primer on there. Tomorrow I'll go pick up some putty. I don't know if you can see, it got little chips here. I missed those somehow I missed them. And then I have in here, as soon as I laid the first coat of primer, I saw that. Don't ask me how I missed it, but I missed it. So I'll go get some putty tomorrow and put on there. I've got a lot of coats on here, so I'll sand it down and then put some paint on it. So that's where I'm at right now. It's dark now. I've forgotten about my cousin's birthday party, so I had to hurry up and leave and, well, jump in the shower and run over to his birthday party. Had a great time, so this is as far as I got today. So I'll work on it again tomorrow. All right, so I'm starting to put paint on there. I forgot to record before I put any paint on it, but I started putting paint on. Just doing the front at first, because I only got one can. So put the paint on there, and I got to do the back also, but this is the paint I'm using. I got it from my local paint supply. They mixed it for me in a spray can. When I did it, I wasn't expecting to do the hood, so hopefully I got enough, but I'll do the front and then go from there. All right, so I finished putting paint on it last night. As you can see, it blended pretty good. Only issue I have, it kind of looks, and I won't know till I buff it out and everything, but it looks like the spray paint has more, the spray can that I got has more metal flake in it than the original paint. I could be wrong. Unfortunately, it's overcast right now, so I can't really tell. I had to do some running around, so I didn't get a chance to to get here before it got started. The sun started going down. So, but it looked like it blended very well. So I could be wrong about the flake. I still have to buff everything out and everything, but you see my paper and tape, local newspaper. But yeah, it came out pretty good. My dad actually talked me through all of it, because I haven't done body work in a lot of years. One, I don't really care for doing it, but I just felt like doing this one. All right, so I got the Jugabu all back together. There's a lot of pollen on there just from sitting outside for yesterday evening, because it was 80 something degrees yesterday, 70 today, and they're canceling or postponing the Lil Boy shootout for tomorrow, because the temperature is supposed to drop all the way back down, I think, to 48 degrees at Colonial Beach. So this weather is taking ups and downs this time of year. So they postponed it until, I think, April 11th at Colonial Beach. So, but I got the Jugabu all back together. Looks pretty good for someone who hasn't done body work in 20-some years. Couldn't remember a lot of stuff. My dad had to walk me through how to do it. So came out pretty good. Thanks for watching. Now it's on to the next one.